Welcome to my channel The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. Here coins top Two Shilling. So let's get started. The 1956 Two Shilling coin, also known as a Florin, from the United Kingdom, is a significant mid-20th century British coin, featuring the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II during the early years of her reign. This coin holds value for collectors, historians, and enthusiasts, not only for its monetary and historical context but also for its artistry, metallurgy, and the transitional period in which it was struck. Below is a highly detailed, long-form description covering its history, design, production, composition, circulation, and numismatic importance. The 2 shilling coin, often referred to as the Florin, was first introduced in 1849 during the reign of Queen Victoria. Its introduction was partly due to early discussions about decimalization in the UK, as the Florin was worth 1/10 of a pound sterling. 2 shillings equals 1/10 of 1 pound. The denomination remained in circulation through multiple monarchs, from Victoria to Elizabeth II, until the decimal changeover in 1971, when it was replaced in value by the 10 new pence coin. By 1956, the United Kingdom was still operating under the pre-decimal monetary system, in which 1 pound equaled 20 shillings, and each shilling equaled 12 pence, making the Florin worth 24 old pence. The coinage of this year reflected both post-war Britain's economy and the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who ascended to the throne in 1952 following the death of her father, King George VI. In 1956, Britain was experiencing post-war recovery, with rationing having ended in 1954. However, it was also a year of significant political tension, most notably the Suez Crisis, which marked the decline of Britain as a dominant world power. Domestically, Queen Elizabeth II was still a relatively new monarch, and her portrait on coinage symbolized a fresh era of stability and tradition. Coins like the 1956 2 shilling were used daily in markets, shops, and transport systems, making them an essential part of everyday life in the UK. At the time, 2 shillings had a purchasing power equivalent to several pounds in today's money, enough for basic groceries or cinema tickets. Designer: Mary Gillick. Portrait: a young laureate bust of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right. This is the first official portrait used on her coins, showing her without a crown, wearing a laurel wreath, symbolizing classical beauty and youthful dignity. Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Brit. OMN. Regina F. Laughing face. This Latin inscription translates to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen of all the Britons, defender of the faith. This portrait is renowned for its elegance and simplicity, and it was used on UK coinage from 1953 to 1967. Designer: Cecil Thomas. Design: a crowned Tudor rose in the center, flanked by a thistle, shamrock, and leek, representing the 4 nations of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. Crown: the St. Edward's crown is prominently displayed above the rose. Fid. Def. 2 shillings 1956. Fid. Def. stands for Fidei Defensor, Defender of the Faith, a title of the monarch. The date is placed at the bottom. The reverse design is symmetrical and highly recognizable, celebrating the unity of the UK's nations. Feature detail: denomination 2 shillings, Florin, year of issue 1956, monarch Queen Elizabeth II, obverse designer Mary Gillick, reverse designer Cecil Thomas, composition cupronickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, weight 11.31 grams, diameter 28.5 mm, edge milled, reeded, shape round, alignment metal alignment, both sides upright. Before 1947, British silver coins, including the Florin, contained real silver, 50% silver, from 1920 to 1946. However, after World War II, silver was removed entirely from circulation coins due to rising costs, and cupronickel replaced it. The 1956 Florin is therefore entirely without silver but remains durable and resistant to tarnish. The Royal Mint produced large quantities of the 1956 2 shilling coin to meet everyday currency needs. While exact mintage figures are not as scarce as in rare coin issues, coins from this period remain common in circulated condition. However, high-grade uncirculated UNC or proof-like specimens are sought after by collectors. Estimated mintage for 1956 florins was in the tens of millions, making it a standard circulation year rather than a low mintage rarity. In 1956, the florin was a common coin in everyday transactions. 2 shillings could purchase several pints of milk, a cinema ticket, a modest meal at a cafe, a daily newspaper for over a week. Its larger size made it convenient for trade, but it was heavier than smaller denominations, meaning people didn't usually carry too many florins at once. Today, the 1956 2-shilling coin's value depends on condition, rarity of strike, and historical interest. Circulated condition. Common, generally worth a small premium above face value, in decimal currency, equivalent to 10 new pence. Uncirculated condition. Much more desirable, with values significantly higher for coins with original mint luster. Proof strikes. Not issued for circulation in 1956, but specimen quality coins exist for collectors. While not rare, the coin's appeal lies in its early Elizabeth II portrait and its link to the final decades of pre-decimal coinage. The 1956 florin is a tangible link to Britain's pre-decimal past. It represents a stable yet transitional period in British history, the optimism of a new monarch's reign, the artistry of Mary Gillick's youthful queen portrait, the final generations who used shillings and pence in everyday life. When decimalization occurred in 1971, the florin's value was officially pegged to the 10 new pence coin, and older florins, including those from 1956, remained legal tender until 1993, making them among the last Victorian-era introduced denominations to circulate. Look for high-grade coins with sharp details, minimal wear, and original mint luster are the most valuable. Check for errors. Mis-strikes, die cracks, or off-center strikes can fetch premiums. Avoid polished coins. While shiny, cleaning reduces collector value. Storage. Keep in acid-free holders or capsules to prevent oxidation. Attribute details: year 1956, denomination 2 shillings, florin, composition cupronickel, weight 11.31 g, diameter 28.5 mm, obverse young Queen Elizabeth II, Mary Gillick, reverse crown Tudor rose with thistle, shamrock, and leek, Cecil Thomas, edge milled, mintage high, standard circulation year, current status collectible pre-decimal coin. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.